Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, and we are closing in on the close of episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout. And since we are on the conclusion, let us get into the conclusion as we speak. So let's start up part 4-2 of this tasty case. January 8th, 1:21 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
So, we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Goldot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe!
What are you so jumpy about, Detective Gumshoe? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey! That's a pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot!
It's not a top knot!
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I gotta get wound up. Ah! No kidding. You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of shortcut to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour? Yeah, bet! In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Which is this right here. Face. S'il vous plaît, por favor. Kupasai. If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey.
That's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prince on it belonged to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too. But there you go. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
January 8th, 1:56 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godotto, did you find this Furio Tigre? 9. I even taped him for you. It was a 3-cup shot. No problem.
Change him. The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on.
He's pretty likely. Be careful. He still bites. Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the...
Don't hide under the table, Maya! Unless there's room for me down there, too.
I am, what do you say to me? I didn't say nothing.
What could have caused if you would have induced a bad Brooklyn AC in the Jewish?
I got business to take care of. You hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Sparky?
No, of course not. It was the judge.
Your Honor? Oh dear. I seem to have done my best. Well, on a visit. Don't mind me. Just carry on with the proceedings, that's all right.
That's it. We're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that holds you in.
Cool.
So what is good to have you then?
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Instant! I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, masked boy!
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggey, Berg?
Maggey who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course! Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony, then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Naruhodo Yuichi.
Hmm?
You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a paper with me today. Get it, Kristen? Someone take one down there. One down there.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't know nothing about no money. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. I got wares lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check out my alibi? Just ask by letter.
Ah, at last I found my pen! Very well then, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Whoa!
What is it? Please, wait. If you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid detail till he wins.
Low life, me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
Just for low court I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
This is Tin. I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not...
This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle.
Oh, he's Lou Boo.
Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
You can do that!
Come out from under there already, what's it? Maya? Always jerk me off. Jerk me off while you're down there. Make yourself useful. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my schedule. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule. There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? Mr. Tigre,
What you want? What you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Objection!
This is a dead end, Wright, and you know it. Remember the rules. No! It's essential that we establish the witness alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day, too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness' statement was important. Mr. Goldwater, if you could please.
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
The day you was talking about I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
Sir, you're saying you never saw this kid before? Yet clearly and truly, sir,
It says so. Right here, in black and white.
Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg. But it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
Not bad. He was actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar? Is that what you doing?
Scooby! Get over here, Scooby! So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth?
I said I'm damn serious. You's better believe that's the truth.
Ha! 11!
Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
M66.
That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
never actually met the victim. That's got to be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Yes, his normal voice be right here. He gets pissed and like, hey. The victim, Glen Oak.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name. There was some lame guy with that name, though. What about cash from me? I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Linda. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never even been to that Tribulations joint, you hear?
Hey, Chief. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you. Naruhodo-kun.
One, two, three, four. Oh no, sir. You've been there before. You wanna know why? You're guilty! Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You've been snooping around in my stuff now, too! Wise guy! What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no bra controlling me!
Order! Order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you?
Sorry, I'm sorry for me.
I Okay. I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
I'm on my 11th cup. Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elk that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Très bien.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
12.
No problem. Anytime Tribe presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays the penalty.
Mr. Goodotto, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it!
Yes, sir.
The Special Express ain't cheap. Not a whole lot, chat. Just so you know, since you're paying. Just so you know, since you're paying.
Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here?
You mean you saw Glen Elk's dead body?
I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggedy bit of cloth he called a hat.
And what time was this?
I don't know.
How?
You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches! Round watches! I ain't gonna pollute my balls with some ticket henpecker!
Out of interest, Mr. Tigre, what winds you up the second most?
What you think? Square watches!
What? Is this guy for real?
Look, all I needed to know was that something bad was going down in that place.
Well, in that case, sir. Iggy! You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro.
And no one escapes the dragon's clutches.
Well, his name really is Dragon Ryuichi. But in this case, and no one escapes the Phoenix clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
What's this, Wright? A new line of irrelevant questioning.
These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's suit.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
Why, that's true.
Now, look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. So, from the entrance of Très bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him.
Objection. wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Eld, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenelg and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Gladly.
That jacket ape right there, standing right in front of us like a soap.
Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle.
No, the lion is.
So I dare you say it again! Come on! You got the guts?
You can't stop Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and try the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must have been you, old man. You've got guts. I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end embarrassment.
13. Mr. Guzotto.
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no.
The servant girl brought him a Javashino, but she put some in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put somewhat pot in it.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. for my absence to launch our attack. Huh. Found your pen at last, Wright.
It was in my pocket.
But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Elk, and the waitress from behind, and slapped it.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elk was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Oh. Budding.
Who is this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tenderlender.
You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick.
Where was I? Yes. The defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true that there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of crazy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured, and we're saying again, right side, not the left. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice!
once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute. But you're wrong!
Sorry.
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my mate now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about.
You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh? Not a horrible shot. But you's missed out on one really important thing.
But that can't be.
I was in that joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him. You hear?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Huh.
15!
What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tribulations between yourself and the victim?
Yeah, I loaned them cash. About $100,000. That day we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see. So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won! $500,000! He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you's got the big to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know.
That's faster than fast. $100 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So, I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? What did she do? The waitress, you mean?
The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't got in the way, things would have been bada bang, bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this. How things would have been. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
I use all there. What? I'm talking about the case. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness testimony, other than recouping his own, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. The Tigre's motive. Huh? He's not Sun Jian, I can tell you that.
I was after the $100,000. I didn't have no other reason to kill the guy.
Are you saying you had no other motives that day?
Yeah, so what?
Then why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you lost?
Was you sick? Because of 4 eyes over there.
Because of Maggey?
How about you go ask 4 eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad.
I bet she did.
She poisoned Elk's coffee.
A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre.
Let's not law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I send down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split.
I see. Your Honor.
16.
The witness' last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony, or would you like it amended? The thing about this is, it wouldn't matter either way if you say amended or leave it. It just switched the statement, that's all. Because all you have to do is like 6. You press 6, you get 6A. You press 6A, you get 6 back. So, just leave it. How do you leave it at that and try to figure something out? Thank you, Your Honor. But there's no need to amend the testimony. Very well. Continue with your cross-examination.
So the tiger was meeting Good Elk to get this money from. If Mr. Elk had just given him the lottery ticket, that would have been the end of it.
Yeah. So what's the tiger's motive? This is the big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us. Why would he have to poison Mr. Elk? And why did he loan him the money in the first place when he knew he couldn't repay it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh no, you had a reason. Yachty! So, you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elk owed you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection!
What are you getting at, Wright? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money. But money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Boomba!
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
Oh God, no. A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. See, MegaMan.exe.
A computer? What does one of those do?
Oh God. I guess the beard isn't only part of his owner that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor.
right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomba would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Several $1 million! Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glen Elk had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glen Elk was a programmer. A highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elk put up in order to borrow the money.
Objection!
You're trying to suggest the witness' motive was to get hold of that program.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Wright. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could. Provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
You seem to have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
Well, there's one reason right here. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. There you go, Jan. Take it as you will. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
How much this is
No. These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? But a preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs!
I agree.
Ha! No one would pay a bill like that. If the Medical Association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
And Blackjack will be a rich motherfucker. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay.
because his very life depended on it.
Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright.
Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini?
Weren't you listening? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glenn Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I.
The lottery win.
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way.
Speak of these salty tales.
So he resorted to illegitimate means.
Crazy.
He murdered Glenn Elg and then made his next move. To frame Maggey Bird for the crime. Before shooting his load. Mr. Tigre posed as Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elg. While Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. A witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection.
Like I said, Wright, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it.
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Goldot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Order! Order! Silence, or I will clear the courtroom! You've put on a good show, Sparky. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You're saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone. If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright?
Interesting. Why don't you fill it all in, Wright? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? This. See this right here? That's it, right here.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor.
Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me.
What? That's
the truth.
But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright.
You have to look at him real like. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here, this very court, a mere month ago. The Naruto Yuichi who put up the most indisputable shabby defense I've ever seen. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Hey. Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. Not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
Have you no pride, sir? 17. This isn't a matter of pride.
In case you didn't know, Wright, here in court, we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godolph is right. Your Honor? Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No! If the defense has no further evidence, then the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far!
You say he impersonated Glenn. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge.
You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
No!
Sucks to be you, not a hobo-chan. Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled. You got that?
All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggey off the hook. This witness cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
until...
Hold it!
Your Honor, sir.
Wait! Detective Gumshoe! Sorry I took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too. What is it, Detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What?
Way to go, Zenigata. Way to go. 2:48 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle.
Oh, so? Do you know who the prints belong to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
So? Tell us! They're the targets, right? I knew
it! You bet! Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, all right.
That's great! He's got him now, Nick! What's wrong with you? You've already said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elg's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I tried, I've never been you.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Maggey. And I've been working on some useless pieces of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Hold on, my throat's going out. I'm just... and then slowly going on me.
Detective Gumshoe. Maggey? You've been working on something for me?
Sorry I let you down, Maggey. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that.
I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now.
Detective Gumshoe! Wait!
He's gone.
Is there anything we can do now, Nick?
I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. The victims are missing, covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints. I pulled it in my coat pocket. January, 3:04 p.m., District Court. Courtroom number 4. Mr. Wright. Downside of having 2 TVs of the same type. They're both Vizio. One remote works for both. That's the downside. Yes, Your Honor. I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you discovered. Yes. 17! Don't keep us all in suspense, Trite. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court. Can't we? Think next. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything now with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe Furio thinks he's got me. He'll let his guard down of his. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final, decisive piece of evidence to the court. Very well. There you go, sir. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victims Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you,
Mr. Tigre. What?
But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints are on that fancy-looking bottle. Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
Phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains potassium cyanide. This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide!
The poison used to murder Mr. Elgoner. The victim's killer used this very bottle and on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown. You know that?
What?
Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff?
I can see straight through you, Dario Hope Nose. You ain't cheap. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
The proof is clear.
Got him. At last.
What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle.
Don't let that cousin looking fruit fool you people. That Lord's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who you's messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up shoot get the better of me?
Sure. The last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you. The biggest phony of all. It's not even Yakuza, man.
Hello.
What's going on?
It looks like a blackout.
Well done. Try it. I save myself
the police restrain your prey. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe. But if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Bulldog?
He is being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glen Elk.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Genuine. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue.
And I could have got away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal.
The truly frightening one
Is that defense attorney over there? Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendants, Maggey Bird, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. January 4:10 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Number 1.
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggey. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can't forgive him.
Even though I was not there last month.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggey. That was the tiger.
Look, Nick. In the doorway.
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal.
Get your ass back over here, Zenigata. What? Wait!
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Maggey.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why did you say that in your testimony then?
Huh? Oh. Well, I was... Guess I'll be heading off and see you around. Zeddy, gotta get your ass over here! Wait up, detective! He just ran off.
Maggey! Why are you being so hard on him? He busts his butt for you. Thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use! But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put it in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggey. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on the first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggey. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me. That's why. He thought I might have done it.
I got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom.
Hair.
Fill the stomach with weenies and... sorry. It's a tenderly handmade lunchbox. Fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. I bet it does. Here's a bento. Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. And weenies.
He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe.
Go eat, woman, goddammit.
I actually really like weenies, you know.
I bet you do.
Damn! That's loud as all get out. Whose stomach did that?
Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now? So, how is it, Maggey?
Ah, yeah, that's the picture of health right there. How I like to bring a little something to the table. I've only done that once in my life. I'm proud to actually say I've actually brought someone to tears. I forgot what it was I made, but I remember I brought it to tears. I brought a man to tears that day.
It's really good.
So, the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggey have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. And that's the end. And with that, we'll end this part. But first, we have unlocked something else. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here. And in the next part, we're actually going to do this short but sweet episode, Turnabout Beginnings, with Edgeworth of all people. So stay tuned. Trial and Tribulations is coming down to be wrapped up, but not for a while. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.